Alright guys, so in the last video what we did is we made it so that we could actually enter a video into the database through this form. And we did that by making a post request to /ideas. We did a little bit of error checking, and if everything passed, we just basically said new idea, passed in the new user with the form fields, and we called .save, and then it returned a promise, and we used .then, and we just redirected to ideas, which is this page here. Now this page isn't loading because we don't have this route yet, so let's go ahead and create that. So I'm going to go right above the add idea form, and let's say this is going to be the idea index page. Okay, so we're going to say app.get. It's going to be a get request to /ideas. We put our arrow function in here with our request and response. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to load res.render, and we're going to create a view in the ideas folder, or the views ideas folder, and then we'll call this index. Alright, so we'll save that. Let's go ahead into views ideas and create a new file called index.handlebars. Okay, and for now we'll just put an H1 and we'll just say ideas. Alright, let's go ahead and reload, and now we have our template. So what we need to do is, in this route, we need to fetch the ideas from the database and then pass them in to this render. Alright, so to do that, we're going to take our model. Okay, we brought in the idea model from Mongoose right here. So what we can do is we can just say idea.find. Okay, now we don't need any special query or anything. We want to get all of them, so I'm just going to pass in an empty curly brace, and then down here we'll say .then, okay, because it's going to return a promise, and then it'll give us the ideas from the database. All right, and then we'll set this to a code block, and we'll go ahead and take our render and we'll put that inside there. All right, now we're going to have access to the results in this ideas variable. So let's go ahead and pass that into the template. We'll say ideas just like that. And one more thing I want to do is I want to sort it by the date. Okay, if you recall in our model we have an automatic date that goes in. So what we'll do is we'll just go right above the then. This should actually be .then. And then yeah, we'll go right above that and we'll say .sort. And we're going to pass in here date, and we want to sort it by descending, okay, or in descending order. So let's save, and now what we'll do is go back into index, our views ideas index.handlebars, and we're going to loop through the ideas because they're getting returned as an array. So we'll say each ideas. All right, I'm also going to put an else in case there are not any, and then /each. All right, and if there aren't any, we'll just put a paragraph and we'll say no video ideas listed. Okay, but if we save that and reload, it's not going to say this because we know that there is one in there that we added, the Kotlin crash course. So what do we want to do when we loop through these? Let's display each idea in a Bootstrap card. So we'll create a card class, also a card body. Okay, so it has a class of card and card body, and then we'll put an H4 and we'll put the title in here. Okay, so this will be the video idea title, and then let's put inside of a paragraph the details. All right, so let's try that. We'll save, we'll reload, and there we go, Kotlin crash course. So now if we go and we add another one, let's say we want to do a, we'll say vanilla JS course. And we'll say do a video on vanilla JavaScript. All right, so we'll submit, and there we go. So I want these to be separated a little bit, so I'm just going to add to the card class here a class of MB2. Okay, that's a Bootstrap class for margin bottom 2. Reload, and that'll separate them a little bit. All right, so now we can actually add and we can see our video ideas. So in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that we can edit our video ideas. Okay, so we want an edit button and a delete button. Now this is where it's going to get a little tricky because we want the edit to be a put request, and we can't just simply make a put request with a form or with a link or anything like that. So we're going to be using an additional module called method override. All right, so we'll get into that in the next video.